Hi. It's really important to examine your motives when you talk to people. And I'm going to tell you why. If you don't ask, you won't receive. That's the message for today. A lot of times people don't know your needs, they don't know your wants, they don't know your past, they don't know your pain, they don't know what your future is supposed to be. So if you don't open up your mouth, you can be in silent suffering. And I'm telling you that because a lot of times we go into situations in need with a poverty mentality. And because we come in with a poverty mentality, then our motives are all skewed and people can kind of tell when people are getting over on them. So I'll give you an example. If you know that you need bread or rent or a ride and you know you don't have any money, you shouldn't call somebody and try to shoot the breeze and then act like, oh, on the back end, can you help me? What you should do is call them and say, hey, I have a need. I'm not necessarily asking you to do it, but maybe you can help me figure it out. This is what's going on. What do you think I can do or should do? That person may go ahead and say, hey, I can help you, or I have something extra, or I know somebody, or blah, blah, blah. But if we don't say anything, then sometimes people feel used. And I tell you this because a lot of times people lie, not because they're trying to hurt you, but they lie because they're hurting themselves. And they feel like there's something missing that's going on with them. And so they don't know how just to say, I don't have it, or I don't know what to do, or I've never done it before, or this has been my bad habit. Because we're vulnerable and we feel like people will judge us. And we don't ever want to feel judged, but we're judging us. So, what I can say is if you don't have money, if you don't have a mate, if you are lacking in some area, that very thing that you're lacking in is probably something that somebody wants to give and has been waiting to give you. But if you don't open up and ask, you won't have it. I may seem like I'm talking in circles, but let me just say a couple of things. People get hurt when they're lied to. It's not usually the lie, it's the relationship because it's about trust. So if you cheat somebody out of money or you cheat somebody in a relationship, it's hurtful, not only to that person, but also hurtful to you. And if you're the one that is cheating with the other person, it's hurting you too and keeping you back from your good. For example, let's say that I'm in a relationship with someone and we have a great relationship, or I think we have a great relationship, and that person is cheating. Now, I'm thinking everything is fine. I'm all over here in my little la la land thinking everything's good, but you're over here with that person cheating with my person. Do you know what that's doing to you? That's holding you back for your good. That's causing you to make decisions based on the cheater. You know they're lying to that person, they're lying to me, they're lying to them, and they're lying to you. And people who do that don't have self respect. If you are the person that is cheating with the cheater, you are hurting yourself more than you know. You deserve to have your own. God put us here to have our own. But as long as we're walking two sides of the fence, we get caught up in that cheater's mess, and you deserve better. I owe some people an apology because you know what? I am not the type of person who would say, I'm going to accept sharing somebody. Now, ultimately, have I shared somebody? Yeah, but it wasn't my conscious choice. And then when I accepted those things happening, it was a subconscious choice, but I was so caught up in the situation, I couldn't see the realities of the situation until it got so bad that I said, I'm so miserable. God, you need to take this away. And guess what? He started taking it away, but I kept picking it back up. And he took it away, and I kept picking it back up. And that's what we do. So when we talk about whether it's cheating, whether we're talking about whether it's eating, whether we're talking about whatever it is, maybe it's a workplace situation, and you know that you break the rules all the time. You tell people, don't have coffee next to the computer. Don't be late. Don't do personal calls. But you're over here doing every single thing, or maybe you're just smoking when you're not supposed to smoke. You're telling the other person it's okay not to follow the rules. Now, why do we not follow the rules? Because most of the time we're not able to look at ourselves and say, I love me. Even on bad hair days, I love me. Even when I don't look the way that I want or I'm not where I want to be, I love me. And when we can start saying, I love myself so much that I'm not going to settle for my crap or anybody else's, we start to change. We start to grow. We start to move into our purpose and into our being. And for those of you who feel like you need more than one, you don't need more than one. You just need the one. And that's God in you. You are beautiful. You are brilliant. Probably something happened in your life that said you're not worthy and you believed them. But all of us are worthy. We're worthy of our own. But it starts with God. So whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, whether you're in the United States, whether you are in another country, you deserve to have your own. And it starts with self love because when you love yourself so much, you believe that you're worthy enough to have the one who made you love you. Start to forgive yourself. And when you forgive yourself, you'll stop cheating yourself of your good. You'll stop cheating other people of their good because you've examined your motives and you can say, I am worthy. I'm worthy of my good. I'm worthy of my own. And I have so much to give and share that I can just give it away honestly and healthily. And that's how we all grow. So if you need something, speak up. You don't have to ask the person, but if you can just say, you know what? This is hard for me to say, but I need some help. Can you help me? You will be surprised at what people will do. This is Jolena Johnson. I help people tell their stories, sometimes help them write their books, sometimes help them publish them, and sometimes we just spend good days having a good time, communicating, opening up, being honest, sharing our truth so we can get to the truth and then have some more fun and have some more good. Whoever this message is for, it's from my heart. I hope you heard it. Please receive it. We all deserve something better, including you.